I'm going to go through the this type of formatting. Printf formatting. And there is a tutorial about string formats. That's a good idea to go through. But you can see there's all these format specifiers. The specifiers say, what type of data am I formatting? Now, there is a little tutorial in here which lets you do all kinds of good things, but I'm going to show how with Copilot you can get started. Oh my goodness, that went crazy. I don't know what happened there. All right, there it is. So if you have Copilot turned on, which mine is, I have the little Copilot chat thing here. It also has inline coding. So for instance, and I just discovered this morning, actually. So if I do Java print formatting, for example, .java, look what Copilot does for me. Is there anything wrong with using AI to do that for an assignment?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using this because you're using it as a code helper to help get your assignments done sooner. It's either that or you copy and paste. Because why do we need to type all this stuff in every time? I type in, oh, there it is. If I just click down there, see how it's done the whole private static void thing for me already? Why didn't it do that right? I probably missed the prompt. Sometimes you miss the prompt. The prompt was there earlier. Okay, now it's a thing of beauty. Right, so I got my boilerplate done in just a few keystrokes. If you pay attention to the prompt, oh, see, the last time it made it like half a program for me. So I must have missed something. So let's try that again. Ah, it's not doing it this time. What can you do? Try it one more time. I had it, it was working perfectly. We'll just say Java print.java. There. See, that's starting to fill stuff out. Oh. What am I doing wrong? There it goes. Now, I think it saw my print formatting as part of the name, and that's why it did this. This is what it did this morning. When I did print formatting, it says, oh, well, most likely if you're doing print formatting, it's going to do this. So it built this little program for me to get started with. Is there anything wrong with that? Ethically, is there anything wrong with that? What do you think, Andy? You were having issues with being ethical with AI. Doing this part is fine. Doing this part's fine. This is not an assignment, it's a tutorial. So will I learn something by having Copilot do this for me?
No, not really.
Not really, because I don't know what all the little things like this mean. I could ask it to explain it. So if you're wanting to learn something using Copilot, unfortunately, I haven't found a way to, oh, yes, I have. So if you select some text, you can do the slash and say, please comment the selected lines of code to explain, I was turning into a dumb sentence, the code, and see what it comes up with. But I don't know if it's good because it's too small. Okay, well, see, that's not a very good explanation, is it? It says print a formatted string that, you know, uses printf. Well, that's not helpful at all, is it? So you're not going to learn much by that. So anyway, let's learn something from this. We're using a different print statement, printf, which I'm assuming is short for print formatting. We do our strings just like we normally do. A comma separates our strings. Yeah, Andy?
When you wanted that link to my repository, did you want it in the markdown one or?
No, your think aloud discussion, we want that particular repository. For your other one, we want your main page. So for example, if I go to github.com.
Sorry, I know I'm kind of backtracking with this, but.
No, that's fine. We want this, which is when you go up here, it's going to say whatever yours is. Mine says IT instructor. And that will show your repository. But you can't really modify it very much until you go through the tutorials that are added to create your own README for this. Which is like another little repository. So for example, my README repository is somewhere down here. I haven't changed it for a while. It's probably way down here. Because you create a little repository that you then redirect to there. I don't even remember how to do it now. Oh man, there it is. That's my profile repository. So if I want to change my profile, I change this. There's not a README automatically on the profile. But the tutorial will take you through it. And what the tutorial don't do, you know what I'm going to say. Google it or figure it out. So these are placeholders. So
You're also specifying exactly what format you want the numbers to be in, right?
this is a string, S. This is a decimal, and all of those are listed in the assignment. You know, the different types of, oops. Got too many things going. So all the different specifiers are listed in the assignment. Like D is integer. And I said decimal, didn't I? So I get that confused every time because floating point numbers are F. So yes, D is integer. So depending on the formatter that you use, you have different options. And I didn't use any options here. But if I had a float, for example, I had 35.23, I could put an F in here, which would format it. And what if this could also be a variable. There, what if I wanted to round that down? Well, it doesn't actually round it down, but it does display it as a rounded down number. If we want to actually round the number down, we need to use the round function. But you can display it as a rounded number. Where is that guy? Oh, I have to find him. I don't put that part in here, do I? No, somehow I didn't put that in. Well, anyway, let's see what it does. You can't specify the decimal points. I just don't remember how to do it. Oh, but I could ask my friend. How do I specify decimal points and print F? Let's see what he says. There it is. So in my format specifier, if I put 2, I didn't have that in the tutorial. I'm not sure why, but this is how you could find it out. You could Google it.
Put
Maybe
point
0.2? No?
It just says 2, doesn't it? Did I read it wrong? Nope, you're right. It does say 0.2. So N would be the replacement for how many you want. So it'd be 2. But you notice this is kind of like what we do this is very much like the predecessor to F strings in Python. They formatted the same way, which is very clumsy, but it works. I like the F string better, but that only works in Python. And oh, look at there, it's lovely. But it doesn't actually round it. It displays the rounding. The number is still the same. So if I had a variable with this stored in it, oh, I should do that, shouldn't I? So double, what does it say, number equals 35.6667. There we go.
It doesn't round it? I think it did.
It rounds it for display,
Okay, yeah.
but it doesn't actually round the number, which I can test. I might be wrong, but I can test it by doing this. So here I have printed it. And what if I do a system out again without the rounding? That'll show me the value after that's done.
Yeah.
Typically, formatting doesn't change the value of the variable
Yeah, no.
because you're rounding for the format. It seems like some places it does, but I don't remember for sure. There.
Yeah.
So in this case, it only formats it and rounds it. If you want the actual value rounded, then you would round it first. But in this case, maybe I just want to make it easy display, but I'm going to do some further calculations and I want every bit of significant digits in there. Possibly. You know, it depends on what you want to do. And I can also format it to currency. Where'd currency go? Oh no, currency is a pain in the butt. Oh no, it's not. So when you format it to currency, you're actually, there is no currency format. You put a $sign in, which is just text,
Mhm.
right? But we want to format it with commas, and just like we do with the F strings, that's how we do currency format like this. There are other ways to do currency format that will adapt to the language of your computer. This only does dollars because we've kind of hard-coded dollars into it. There's fancier ways to do it, but we're not going to do it fancy. Ooh. Your $35.67 years old.
So we measure age and monetary value.
Yeah, well, I was doing
I
an
like
example of how to do currency, because you do currency formatting in Python the same way. However, C# has an actual currency formatting in it. Of course, C++ doesn't, because you have to build everything from scratch.
And does it work here, the formatting for currency, if we don't have any digits after the period? Can we do formatting like comma, then point, then 0 to F?
So if we just have a 35.
35.00, we're gonna get this if we have a. No,
Yeah, or if there's nothing there at all.
We have 35, but we have to. Oh,
It
nice.
will,
Okay.
and you're right, sometimes when you put a comma in and you say 2 decimal places, it
Mhm.
won't always put the zeros in there.
Yeah,
But most of the time it does.
yeah.
Even though I just said 35, even though I didn't put the dot in there,
Mhm.
when I said double and declared it as a double,
Okay,
it automatically made it a float with all the stuff way out there.
that's great.
And this is not the entire value of the double. This is truncated slightly for whatever reason. I can't remember if it's printf, but if we did system print and didn't have the format specifiers in there, which would be like doing it the regular way, like that. It may go further, but it may not. Yeah, see, it only does 35.0, where actually the value is much longer, but we aren't seeing it. So I think it's 15 bits of precision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15, 16. Yeah, if it's 15 or 16 is the bits of precision that you can get from a double float. And it might be higher in Java, I can't remember. See, now we're getting the actual value. I just don't know where it ends. But at a certain point, it has to end and round off, because you can't have unlimited floating points. So it's part of the printf where it truncates a little bit of it off. Yeah, that's what we're working with here now. Make everything look pretty. Oh, and I don't have an assignment, shoot. Well, your assignment would be to find a program you've done before and make it look pretty. I bet I've put that in there. Because I'm starting to add assignments to all my tutorials. Which I should do. Because what good is doing a tutorial if I can't apply it?